What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Tempus TV. If you're new to the channel, I'm an American exploring Southeast Asia. Right now I'm living in Pattaya, Thailand. If you are returning to this channel, welcome back. Today we're talking a little bit of money. We're here at the office, aka the always pretty Jomtien Beach. It's a little rainy, it's a little wet, but it's a nice break from the heat. So yeah, we talking money, we talking budget, what it costs me to live in Thailand. Let's do it. I got my handy dandy notebook here. Just, you know, I've been here for about 3 months, so I got a pretty good idea of what it's costing me to live here. Granted, this will be me. Your budget might be a little bit more, it might be a little bit less. There might be some things that I spend more money on. There might be some things that I spend less money on. So let's just get into it. My notebook's gonna get soaked, so we gotta be quick. First things first is gonna be your accommodation. So I pay about $6,500 a month. Wait for the loud truck. But yeah, I pay $6,500 a month, which it's a pretty decent sized condo. But I also get a motorbike included in mine. So you can find some places that are a little bit more expensive, all the way up to really expensive, or cheaper, just depends on where you want to be. I live in Jomtien, so yeah, $6,500 a month. I rounded it just to $8,000, just for a little bit, you know, more mid-range. All these are gonna be a little above what I spend, but they kind of give you a better idea if you go, you know, spend a little bit more on something, a little bit more on something, less on something else. All right, second thing is gonna be food. So I spend about $5,000 a month on food. You can go more, you can go less very easily. If you're eating in restaurants all the time, if you wanna eat a lot of Western food, if you're from the West, that's gonna be more expensive. I do eat a decent amount of street food, you know what I mean? I go to a lot of the night markets, helps save you a little bit of money. So food can be really cheap or really expensive. It just depends on what you like to do. But I spend about $5,000 a month on food. This notebook is getting way more wet than I thought it would. I thought it was pretty dry right here, but I guess not. All right, next one is gonna be amenities, like your phone, Wi-Fi, stuff like that. So I have AIS, which is like, you know, supposedly the best provider here. I have unlimited internet, and I got it at like their mid speed. They have it super fast or a lot slower. I kind of got the middle one. And then I got unlimited talk text. I don't have Wi-Fi in my apartment because my neighbor was lucky enough to hook me up with his, but I did ask him. He said his internet is through his phone provider and he pays about $300 a month. I only pay about $200 just because I don't have the internet. So yeah, mine's a little bit cheaper. So expect to pay around $200 to $300 a month for your phone and Wi-Fi. Okay, so this next one could be way cheaper for you or it could be way more for you. It depends on what you like to do. So we're talking about fun. My idea of fun is going hanging out with friends, having some drinks, going to dance, going to shoot pool, whatever. So I left this pretty open. I spend about 15,000 baht a month on going out, drinks, you know what I mean? Maybe a little bit of restaurant action while you're doing that. It could be a lot more. If you like to go out frequently, like almost every night, it could be, you know, I've seen people spend 30,000 in a night. So this one really depends on you. I'd say for an average night out, you're gonna spend between 2,000 to 3,000 baht, especially if you're going out with other people and splitting the bill. So this could be 100,000 a month for you, or this could be nothing if you don't like to drink and that's not your thing. So that one's kind of iffy. It's kind of hard to say, really. It just depends on what you like to do. All right, my next one is like household items, toothpaste, toilet paper, soap, stuff like that. This one's kind of hard to judge because some months are less than others. Some months I don't need to buy toothpaste. Other times I need to go get a bunch of stuff, shampoo, all that stuff. I just left it at a, you know, an even 1,000 a month. That should be a pretty good middle ground. for you to budget out, you know, what you're gonna spend over some time. Okay, so my next one is fuel. Like I said, my condo, a motorbike is included with the rent, so I'm not paying for taxis or anything like that. I spend about $500 a month on fuel, and I do travel around quite a bit. Luckily, it's a motorbike, it gets really good mileage, but if you are taking taxis and stuff, it's gonna be a lot more expensive for you for your transportation. So it just depends on what you're doing. All right, next is visa runs or extensions. So if you're planning on staying here a long time, depending on what your visa is, it really depends. This could be all over the place. Me, I'm just on a tourist visa, so every 30 days I need to extend. I heard that it might be 45 days now, I'm not sure, I need to check into that. But every 30 days I need to extend my visa for another 30 days, which if you go down to immigration, it's $1,900. If you go to a third-party provider where they do all the paperwork for you and all that stuff, it's about $5,000. So then when you have to do visa resets, you're either gonna have to fly to another country or make a run to the border, which can be anywhere from like 3,000 to 5,000 if you're driving, and then it could be up to 10,000 if you're flying. So I just put it at an even 4,000 a month, just so it kind of will carry over into the next month. So you're gonna spend about 4,000 a month on visa resets if you're on a tourist visa. Other visas, retirements, extended stays, they're gonna be different. And then last one, I have about 3,000 a month just for miscellaneous stuff. This could be anything, I mean, it's just like it says, miscellaneous. Just an extra 3,000 a month that's not in any of these things. These are pretty much just like your bare essentials, what you need to survive, have a place to stay, everything like that. So I put it at about 3,000 a month just for whatever. All right, so the grand total for about what it's costing me to live here per month is 32,800 baht, which comes in a little under $1,000 American. Like I said, this could be way low for you, or this could be way more for you. I could be living much cheaper. It all depends on what you like to do and where you're willing to save money. Me, my biggest thing is food and going out. If you cook at home, if you only go to markets, if you don't like to go play pool, or you don't like to go, you know, get some drinks with friends, you're gonna save a lot of money there. But my condo is also pretty cheap compared to a lot of people's that I know that are living here. So it just depends. So rough budget, I would say about $1,000 a month American, depending on what you want to do. If you're coming here on vacation and you're just trying to have a good time and you're looking to party, I would at least double that. And if you're here long term, you're not really looking to party, you're just kind of, you know, hang out, beach vibes, just kick it, you could be around $1,000 a month and stay safe, I think. Like I said, this is my budget. It might not be what you're looking for. This is just to give you an idea of what I'm spending and what I'm doing to spend that. All right, so I kind of flew through this one today just because it's a little rainy, it's early. I want to go get some breakfast. I hope I could maybe, you know, clarify some, you know, questions about what it actually costs to live here. Once again, this is just me, so don't take my budget to the T and say, okay, well, it's gonna cost me 32,800 baht a month to live there. You might spend less, you might spend more. This is just to give you a rough idea of about how much you're gonna be spending on certain things while you're here. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching Tempus TV. If you're enjoying the content from Thailand, you wanna, you know, learn some more tips and tricks, see some of the sites that I'm seeing, please cruise down, drop a subscribe, click the little noti bell so you know every time I upload something. Every like and comment on the video helps the algorithm, helps me get in front of more people, maybe answer some more questions for somebody else. If you'd like to support me or the channel financially, please consider cruising down to the Patreon. It's linked below. You can subscribe for as little as $3 a month. You get access to B-roll footage. You get a direct line of contact to me for any questions or concerns you have about coming to Thailand or travel, visas. If I have the info, I'll drop it on you. As always, guys, I love you. Bye.